Hi, and welcome to this video tutorial about managing the news on the FEDINA system, and this is for Hope College Student Management System. Okay, so first what we're going to do is look in the dashboard area of our FEDINA. So we've already logged in. You'll notice that there's an icon over here that says Manage News. Now Manage News, basically what the news section for FEDINA is that you can post information or announcements that all the users who are logged in, or when they do log in to FEDINA, will be able to read. Um, so if you click on this Manage News, I'll take you through the process. Okay, so now we're in the search area where you can search for a previous news article or a comment that was left in the past. If you want to just view all, you click over here on the right where it says View All. It'll show you all of the ones that have been posted. I posted a test one previously today, but we're not going to look at that right now. So let's just click back. Okay, so if you want to add a news, let's say that something is changing in the school with the parking, and you want to put information that everyone knows about the parking. So let's click over here on Add. Now this comes up with a very basic text box that we can put in some information. So let's put on here parking information changed. Okay, and then you can put the information in here. Please do not park in the There we go. Please do not park in the parking spots that are not ours. If you want to make this bold or do any editing, it has basically the same editing as like a Microsoft Word document. Do not recommend copying and pasting directly from Microsoft Word because there's additional code that Microsoft Word has. So it's better to copy that into a text file or something like that before you put it into here. So now that I've written up my news, I'm going to publish the news. Okay, now I've published the news article. So where did this news article go? Well, if you click back on Dashboard, this is the initial dashboard of FEDINA. You'll see over here to the left it says News. This is like a blog roll where it shows the latest news post about what's happening basically at Hope College. So you can see right there, there's my newest one. It says parking information changed. So if I click on it, it'll go directly to the news section. And there we go. Parking information changed. Well, if you want to leave a comment on it, so let's say somebody else posted this and you want to leave a comment, then you just type it in and click submit, and now you can leave the comment. If you want to remove the comment, you can click delete from this area here. If you want to edit the news, I believe that's only available to those who actually created the news itself. But so now I've added a comment. Okay, so let's go back to the dashboard. So now you can see here's this information. So anybody else who logs in to FEDINA, they can look over here and they can see what's really or what's happening, basically the latest information on there. So who all can see this news? Well, this news is for all users who will log in to the FEDINA system. So all of the admin who log in and manage the system, and also all of the students if the students were to log in and manage the system as well. Or not manage the system, but if they were log in and to look at the system. So let's log out real quick, and I'll show you what that looks like for a student. A student can log in simply by entering in their username and the PIN that was created for them. If there's not a PIN created for, or if they don't have a PIN, then they would need one created. So I'm going to put in Joe's. He was my test student that I put in earlier today, and log in. Okay, so this is what Joe's account looks like. And if you look over here on the left hand side, even Joe, he can see that there is information on parking info has changed. And he's not allowed to delete it, but he is allowed to add comments. Okay, so where can we park? And he can add a comment on here if you want. So he makes a suggestion. Maybe we need more parking. Alright, let me log out of this system and back into our system. Okay, so you can see that if you click on the news article over here, it will now show Joe's comment was on there. So the main benefit of this news feature is that we can update everyone who's using the system on important information regarding the college. It's really simple. If you want to edit or add, like I mentioned, you just go into the Manage News section and you can always search. Parking info changed. And that's it. So that concludes this tutorial.